and the greatest.
Someone with color. Someone with color. Someone with dash. Someone with color.
What is up, guys? Marcellus Williams, aka TheSwolefessor, to educate you on health, fitness, social well-being. And guys, before we get into this video, just want to give a huge, extremely grateful shout out to Russell Orhe. So for those of you who don't know, I started my channel back in October, so it's almost going on, it's 5 months, going on 6 months old at this point. And when I first started, I just had like, a really old, crappy camera. And then when I got my my S7 Edge Galaxy phone, I started using the camera on that just because the quality was better. But the reason I started my channel before I even had like a decent camera, knowing the quality wouldn't be as good as I wanted, is because in one of Russell's videos, he specifically said that, hey, if you want to start a channel, then just go ahead and start. Like if you have a phone, old camera, doesn't matter, just get started. The quality will come as you go along. And that's been so true, because like I've just focused on the content, focused on what this channel's about, and the following has grown. You guys have come, you've supported, and it's forming a really awesome community. And beyond that, when we actually like worked out together and finally got to collab together and everything like that, as if that wasn't cool enough, guys, check this out. So Russell actually gave me his old Canon G7X camera. Pretty much since he has a new one, he handed this one down to me, and I'm just beyond grateful. The fact that he was willing to do that, because he personally enjoys my content to that degree and sees like the benefit and understands what I'm trying to do as far as like, just really genuinely trying to help people. It's awesome. It's so awesome that he's willing to invest this into my channel. So I'm going to be using it for the first time today, guys. So when we get to the gym, 'cause that's where we're going, about to hit the Pump Chasers gym, get a workout in with Hoai Thu. For those of you who've been around long enough to remember, she's been in a couple of videos. She was in the first Ladies Lift 2 video, and then she was in one of the last deadlift videos I did before my meet, where I went and worked out with a bunch of my old UNT powerlifting teammates. But anyway, yeah, going to get in with her today. And just wanted to first and foremost say thank you, because I was very grateful to him for that. Thank you to all of you guys for the support, for encouraging me to keep going, for the feedback with the content. Like, all of it means the world to me, guys. Those of you who've been around long enough, and those of you who are new will find out soon enough, you're not just a number, you're not just a subscriber, you're someone I'm genuinely trying to help, because as I help you and help you guys grow, it helps me to grow, and you help others to grow, and it's just a circle. I'm all about actual community in the fitness community. And I just want to encourage you guys to do the same thing, whether it's with YouTube or anything in life. Like, just start where you can. If you can't afford a gym membership right now, you want to get fit, you want to get healthy, start at home. Start with calisthenics, bodyweight workouts, or if you can afford to get a dumbbell rack, do that. And you know what? I'm going to be doing that for you guys this week. I'm going to be showing you just like how you can have a full body style workout using dumbbells alone. And then later I'll be showing you guys this week also what my calisthenic routine and my abs and calves is looking like, because I promised that I would be showing you guys that this week. So I'll be sure to be on that. Anyway, just wanted to say that. See you guys at the gym, and when we get there, I will be using the new camera. All right, guys, so we are here at the Pump Chasers gym. Hoai Thu is getting changed. She actually just came from shadowing a physical therapy clinic or something like that. Dude, like, I should have shown you guys what she was wearing. It's hilarious. Maybe I'll like get her to show you. But anyway, gonna go ahead and start getting warmed up, then get started with squats. Today is power day, so you guys already know. If you've seen the video, you already know what to go through. So starting off with squats, get right into it. All right, guys, so here with Hoai Thu, about to get in. Say hi, Hoai Thu. No, anyway, y'all, yeah, but y'all already know who she is. She's been here before. We're about to get in, get started with squats. We're doing 3 sets of 8. What kind of weight you gonna be working with, you think?
185, but then for my last one I did 225.
All right, cool. All right, so we're about to get started. Just so you guys know, this music, her choice, not mine. I'll probably like do a cover of it because it's trash, but anyway. All right, guys, so it is voiceover time. For this video, I'm just gonna be pretty much going through how I was feeling during each lift, as well as giving a little bit of background on Hoai Thu. So this was her first time doing a program like this, and all in all, she did really well. A couple of movements were new for her, or movements that she doesn't do that often. But as you guys see, squats were no problem for her. For me, squats on this day are probably like the worst, just because heavy triples on Mondays are no problem, and then higher reps with front squats feel pretty good, just because the weight's nowhere near as heavy as what it is on this day. But sets of 8, it's just enough reps to make me feel spent, and just heavy enough weight to make me feel like I'm really having to try to push it. So definitely don't like this day as far as squats, just because it's really uncomfortable for me. But that's what's helping me to grow the most as far as progression, just push through like that discomfort. So all in all, went well. This is my first set, and then you guys will be seeing my last set as well.
Just did my second set. I'm already spent. I hate this day as far as squats more than any other day. Mondays aren't that bad. It's heavier than this, but it's triples. I'm cool with that. Fridays are front squats for sets of 10, but it's not that heavy. Today sucks. 325 for sets of 8 suck. But anyway, Watty's about to do her third set. Then I'll do my third one. She's going up to 225. So I'm gonna show you guys that.
So yeah, guys, that pretty much says it all. Like, today just sucks for me as far as squats. Like, I do really well during each set, but I just feel like complete crap afterwards. But anyway, Hoai Thu decided to do 225 for her last set, and I'm glad she went for it. Her squat's a lot stronger than what she gives her credit for. She's a lot stronger than what she thinks in general, but she tends to work more in the higher reps, so I'm trying to gradually get her used to, you know, pushing herself more on the compound movements. With this, I remember she specifically thought she could only maybe manage 4 reps, but she managed to get all 8. So it's definitely really proud of her for that, and proud of her for just trusting me and, like, you know, to push herself and to know that, like, been doing this long enough to kind of tell where someone's limits are, and she was really excited, as you all can see. As for me, this last set, guys, like, let me tell you right now, you aren't going to see it, but when this was done, I was on the floor. As you guys see, during the set itself, I seem all right. I'm pacing myself, everything's good to go, and you guys can't hear right now though, but I am like grunting pretty hard. And I'm not really a grunter, but I was feeling it. I'm just so beat. Like, the weight isn't even like, yeah, the weight's a little bit heavier, but the weight, it's not so much heavy. That's not what gets me so much as it is just the fact that I'm tired. I'm spent. Like, 8 reps with like over 300 pounds is just stupid for me. For some of you big dudes out there, it might not be a big deal, but for me, it just wasn't comfortable at all whatsoever. But like I said, I managed to grind through it, and that's the progression that I want.
Up, overhead press. From this point on, I'll just show you the first set of everything, so that way this video's not too crazy long. You guys already have an idea of what we're doing. So for me, I'm currently at 125 on overhead press, and last week I got 755. So a lot of you are constantly asking me, hey, what if I can't increase the weight next time because I didn't get all the reps? Do I go back down? No. There's no point in going back down to a weight where you already hit all the reps and all the set that you wanted to. You won't get any new stimulus from that. Stick with that new weight and build the reps up gradually. For example, I got 755 last time. So this time, as long as I get at least, 855, 765, as long as I increase by at least 1 rep, that is progression. That is going to stimulate growth and strength. So stay tuned for our work.
So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it in a nutshell as far as progressive overload. A lot of you keep asking me about, like, hey, what if I'm not able to increase the weight every time? You're not going to be able to do that, guys. Especially as you get stronger and the longer you're lifting, it's going to take you longer to progress on that weight. And that's why there's so many different ways to progressively overload, guys. In the sense of this program, it's a matter of, I try to build the reps up until I can get all the designated reps on each set, and then I'll increase the weight. And there's just other ways to progressively overload as well, guys. Like, you can reduce the time, you can increase the volume as, doing more reps, more total sets for that body part, just different variations. Maybe I'll even do another video over progressive overload. Like, the first one I did was really simple, straightforward, easy breakdown, but maybe I'll do one where I go over exactly every single way that you can progressive overload. Anyway, as for me, guys, overhead press is feeling a lot better. Even the more I do it each week, the better it feels. With this, I'm noticing that even though I'm able to keep like tightness in my glutes and in my core, I tend to I just slow down. I'm not being explosive enough. And the longer I'm down there, the harder it is to push back up. But I did manage to increase on all my sets this time around. So instead of 755, I got 866. As for Pendley rows, felt really easy today. Honestly, after that first week, Pendley rows have felt great. Still working on trying to keep my hips right where I want them. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell. In this one, they aren't coming up that much, but it's just a tad bit. And I'm really trying to focus on just keeping them in place. But all in all, really happy with how the weight moved. 195, honestly, not that heavy at all. I can probably do sets with at least 225, but once again, just trying to gradually build it up as I go. And this was Hoai Thu's actually first time ever doing Pendley rows, and all in all, she did really well. Trying to kind of work on just her positioning in terms of she felt like she wanted to deadlift it every time, which is really normal. Like, if you're a conventional puller and you're in this position, that's kind of your first instinct to kind of want to like deadlift the weight up. But it's, at the end of the day, remember, it's like a row. It's essentially like a barbell row, but being pulled from a static position.
But all in all, yeah, she did really well on this movement for her first time. And then even though, I told you guys I was going to show you one set, I lied. Just wanted to play around with the camera more, get different types of angles and things like that. And Y2 thought this was a pretty cool angle. And I have to say, I agree. The delts are popping on your boy a little bit. But no, but all in all, guys, even from this position, as you can see, like my hips aren't shooting up that much, but there's just that slight movement that I'm trying to work on. And then even with this, guys, like, even though it's her first time doing it, which is why we kept it just 95 pounds for Y2, honestly, she probably could have done a little bit more. She has to work on pulling the bar up a little bit even. I don't know if you guys can tell, but on her right side, it comes up a little bit more before the left. But for the first time doing the movement, she did great. So after this, guys, we went with barbell lunges. In hindsight, I'm realizing that we probably should have set it up on the outside of like the power rack, because I can't really say for Y2. She managed to handle it a little bit well, but I felt kind of like condensed, and I had to like really take my time. It couldn't be quite as explosive as I wanted to, pushing off of my legs when you're coming back from the lunge position, just because when I did, I would bang into it, like kind of like what I did right there. I don't know if you guys would notice that, like bang into the back of the rack. And barbell lunge is still feeling relatively easy as well, guys. I'm nowhere near like my true working threshold weight, but that's to be expected since I only started at 135, and I've just been, gradually increasing the weight each week. And then pretty much the same thing for Y2. She hasn't done barbell lunges in a while, and when she does, she actually uses the Smith machine for alternating. So she was just kind of filling the weight out, but as you guys can see here, she didn't have too much issues with the weight she was using as well. So 115 moved pretty easily for her. So then after that, guys, went to the accessory movements for this day, incline dumbbell press. And I just wanted to express to you guys that accessory doesn't necessarily mean isolation movement. You can have compounds as accessory movement. Accessory just means that it's accessory work to whatever the main movements you had for that day, or whatever movements that you're really wanting to focus on. For example, incline dumbbell press is a compound movement, but it's accessory work for my bench press, for example. And this is my first time touching the 90s on incline in a while, and all in all felt really, really good. Got all 3 sets of 8. And seeing as this was like our, I want to say like our 4th movement, I'm fairly confident that I can get back on the hundreds fresh easily for like sets of 10 to 12. But all in all, weight moved really well. Can't complain about anything as far as the incline dumbbell press, except for the fact that for whatever reason, the weights at Pump Chasers just, in general, when I go from gym to gym, the weights just feel different. Like not so much heavier, but it just feels different. And I guess that's to be expected because you get used to the equipment that you're using. Anyway, followed it up with some lat pull downs. As you guys can see, Y2 got a little something going on with the back there, a little bit of that width, that thickness. And as you guys know, I absolutely hate lat pull downs. I do them just to change it up, since I already do weighted pull-ups twice a week and then bodyweight pull-ups like 3 times a week. It's just a nice change of pace, and I think it's good to do things that you don't like, because I feel like oftentimes that's where we can find a little bit more growth, both physically and mentally, just getting used to being comfortable with being uncomfortable. So then afterwards, guys, these movements, it actually worked out perfectly. You guys already know that leg extension and leg curls are on this day, but since I was Y2, it's even better, why work out with a girl if you're not going to show her off a little bit? Y'all don't even judge me. She knows what's up. I know what's up. You all know what's up. No, but in all seriousness, leg extensions, guys, are one of the few movements where I actually feel pretty beastly as far as my legs, just because look at that pump, guys. Y'all got to give it to me. Legs are looking pretty on point. The quads of the gods on the leg extension machine. And yeah, you guys already know it's pretty much it. Just finishing up with our accessory work. So we did 3 sets of 12 on leg extension, as well as 3 sets of 12 on lying leg curls, or lying hamstring curls, whichever you prefer to call it. Now, ordinarily, there's rear delt flies as well. It's the last movement. Didn't actually record that one for you guys because, as you'll see at the end of the video, Y2 had to head out after this. So at that point, just finished up the workout and then got out of there. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll pretty much be showing you, a different day probably each week, just to kind of keep you all up to date. But I hope you guys enjoyed this voiceover, and I will talk to you guys next time.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video right here. I still have 3 sets of rear delt flies, but Y2 has to head out, so you all say bye to Y2.
Well, it's always fun working out with TheSwolefessor. Everybody go subscribe to him.
Do it.
He knows his stuff, guys, so Yeah.
See, for all my gentlemen out there, the lady asked, so it'd be cool if y'all did it. Go ahead and take it from her. Yeah, guys, so that's pretty much gonna be it. I'll probably do a voiceover for this, guys, just because there's some things that I want to talk to you about as far as like today and then just the routine as a whole. So looking forward to doing that for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below, let me know that you did. If you did not enjoy the video, leave a comment down below, let me know what I can do to get better. Like the video, share, subscribe, keep it simple, specific, scientific. I'll catch y'all later.
I am the greatest.
Someone look color. Someone look color.